Hello, guys, and welcome to this, I would say, username and password application. In this part of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create an emulator, which would help you to be able to run your application. So you'll be able to see how it looks like. So to create an emulator, there's this icon here, which is called the AVD manager. You can click on there, or this arrow here, because I have already created an emulator already for this Pixel with Pixel 4 for this application. That's why it's showing that there. But if you click on it, you can click on AVD manager. So you can find the AVD manager with this icon, or you can click on here. Now, when you click on the AVD manager, this is already one that I've already created. That's why it's showing there. But if you click on create virtual device, you would see here that Android Studio will give you the opportunity to choose which category that you would like to create for. I'm just going to leave mine on a phone. And then by default, it's already picked up a Pixel 2. So I'm just going to leave it as a Pixel 2. And then I'm going to click on the next button. And then these are system images that you will need to download. If you're new to Android Studio, you would have to download one for yourself. I clicked on the R and downloaded it, but you can also download it for the Q, for the Pi, for the Oreo. These are all later versions of Android Studio system images. So after you've clicked on you download it, go through the necessary process and install all the necessary things that Android Studio requires you to install. And then after that, you would click on next. And then you have the opportunity to change the name of your virtual device. You can change the orientation as well. For this purpose, I'm just going to leave it just like how it is already. And then when I click on finish, it would create my Android virtual device. Because I already have one created, I'm not going to create another one. I'm just going to close this virtual device because I've already got one created. And that is a simple way of actually creating your virtual device. And then once you have created your virtual device, if you click on this arrow now, you'll be able to see your Pixel 4 API 30 here. If you click, there usually would be a play button here because I've already got mine running. That's why it's giving me these new buttons, but you'll see a green button, which is a play button. If you click on there, your emulator will start to run. If you click on emulator, you'll see here that it will also show you a running emulator as well, depending on how you've set it up. So in my case, I've already got an emulator running. If I click on this icon here, I hope you can see on my screen, there's an icon which shows my application that I've created. Currently having a bit of issues with my Android emulator. So if I type in, let's say if I just click on the login button, it will tell me all fields required. If I enter, let's say username 123, password 123, and I click on login, it will tell me to get out of here, man. If I type in the correct name, which is Kwesi, and then I type in Kwesi 123, and I click on login, it tells me welcome Kwesi. So this is the emulator side of this. Very simple to create an emulator. Sometimes when you're creating, you might have a bit of issue, but Android Studio would give you a link to go on GitHub to install that problem, to fix that problem. So this is a simple way of how to actually create an emulator. So this is our application done. We've created an application where you're able to enter a username and a password compared to a fixed username and a password. And when you click on login, it checks it to make sure that the username and password matches. And then that is it. So hope this tutorial helps you. And thank you.